Yes, my people, welcome back to another edition of the Reggae Boys Weekly. This time around, a special edition as we have a special guest in Giovanni Brady, and I would consider him as one of the top freelance sports content creator across Jamaica. A man that dabbles in various sports in Jamaica. Track and field. You can find him at various track events. Football, especially surrounding schoolboy football, as he has worked with CVM before in a certain capacity covering schoolboy football, and I've seen him around in around many other events as well. So Gio, welcome to the platform. Welcome.
Big up, respect. All is well.
Definitely. Reach out to you a couple weeks ago, and then Hurricane Beryl kind of passed through Jamaica.
So everything.
Yeah. And say they kind of slipped me for link you, but then I say, wait, the hurricane pass. I'm just kind of give him some time for kind of recover because I don't know how it would affect you, but we're glad to have you on the platform still. And people that's just joining, please go ahead and smash that like button. Also, if you're new, hit that red or black subscribe button, and feel free to leave your thoughts below in the comment section. We have so many topics to talk about today, and Giovanni will definitely give his take surrounding these specific topics, especially Leon Bailey, because before the live stream, Gio did kind of say, him kind of stop all up the Leon Bailey situation, etc., because it's just too stressful. You get me? I say it's too stressful. But they kind of just run the intro for me before we get into the topics.
Man.
It's time to rise up. Stand and take your place. Rise up.
Shine like the sun.
Rise up, rise up.
Your journey has just begun. Rise up.
Yeah, rise up, people. So as I said, people, we have so many things to talk about today surrounding the Reggae Boys and football in Jamaica. We're going to talk about Craig Butler as in a, I guess you could say, a scathing rant. He basically hit out against military Gooner. We all know who MG is across the YouTube space. We're also going to discuss Mason Greenwood as he has come under heavy fire from the media there in France, especially Marseille, surrounding his recent move to the French club. We're also going to discuss Leon Bailey. Dicanio believes that Leon Bailey should be the captain of the Reggae Boys team. So what I forgot here, I forgot say about that, people. I forgot here what Dicanio I forgot say surrounding Bailey being the captain of the Reggae Boys team, especially when he comes back. Well, if he comes back in the Reggae Boys team, who knows? Maybe Bailey retire from international football come the next window. So you never know, people. You never know. But first of all, let me just start off with Shamar Nicholson. One kind of touch on Shamar Nicholson. We know that he was on loan last season down there in France with Clermont Foot. I think I pronounced it correctly for all you French speakers. If I didn't, forgive me. But he's back in Russia now with Spartak Moscow, his parent club, obviously. I think he has like 2 or 3 years left on his current deal with the Russian club. But he's not really, a player that is highly regarded at the club in terms of one for the future. They had a new coach when Shamar Nicholson was there, and they kind of just shipped him out. I mean, the team in France that he was playing for, they got relegated. I didn't watch a game with them, so I don't know. I wouldn't know how to assess Shamar Nicholson last season. However, he scored a couple goals, had like 1 and 2 assists or whatever the case is. Pertaining to his international football, not too long ago, he was crucial in Jamaica reaching to the quarterfinal of the CONCACAF Nations League. Scored some big goals against Canada, especially in that second leg. And we finished third place in the CONCACAF Nations League. So, Dicanio, with Nicholson returning back to Spartak Moscow, you did a video surrounding him and his future. What do you have to say about that? And then we can get your take on that.
Yeah, bro. I think Boyz is just the whole situation of Russia and Ukraine, the war, kind of I think hampered his plans, right? A lot of people when he first made that move to Russia, they questioned it because they were like, "Yeah, come from Belgium. That's a development league. We want you to go to one of the top 5 leagues in Europe." So the move to Russia for me at the time, I was kind of reserved. But then I thought they just wanted to like play a year or two there. I think they were in Europe at the time as well. So it was a decent move. But I don't think he wanted it to stretch off or go as far as it has gone right now. And I think the war in Russia and the sanctions that those clubs have had, it kind of disrupt his plans. I think he would have wanted to be playing, even if it's championship football, right? Playing in one of those top five countries by now. So as it relates to his last season, he had a good performance against PSG. As I said, as you said, I don't think I watched him enough. But based on what I saw, scoring the amount of goals and having the amount of assists that he had for a relegation threatening team, it wasn't that bad. Obviously, he can do better. But yeah, I just wanted to put it out there that he's back at Spartak because everybody know once you follow the channel, you know, say Boyz are one of my favorite players. So there's always a track where he is in progress and all them things. Hopefully, he can get a move this summer. I'm gonna want to see him in Spartak. I don't know where that would be, but we'll definitely be following it up, and any information we get, we'll give you guys.
Definitely. And before we head over to Joe, I just want to mention that Joe has also worked with the Jamaica Football Federation, which is the governing body for football in Jamaica. So, Joe, what do you have to say about Shamar Nicholson?
Well, I think after we played something there at home, after we played our first qualifier at home, who would we play again? Dominica, would we play? Dominica Republic National Stadium?
Yeah.
So when I played the first qualifier at home, former coach Al Grimson said something about Nicholson. He said Nicholson is like is one man for Jamaica who him always score and perform for Jamaica. I think we can say that him always do some good performances. Even if him not always finish like I want him finish, he always gives us good performances. Claremont foot last year, he had like did he go on loan in August or in January? But he had 4 goals and 3 assists. And 4 goals and 3 assists. So and some good performances as well. Never got to watch him in depth, but I knew that he was always performing. Nicholson, I think his timing, as you said, read the move to Russia was very bad, like bad luck. Because he obviously couldn't know, the management team couldn't know, but the timing of his move was very bad. The war come out, the sanctions, and then new management and so on. So I was a bit disappointed as well when he left Belgium and went to Russia because he was doing very well in Belgium. I think he could have gone to probably a lower table Premier League team, or he could have probably gone a mid-table French club, or a mid-table Spanish team. I thought he had that amount of potential in him. He went to Russia, just kind of derailed him. So I think right now he needs a move probably to Turkey. Cephas is in Turkey and has been doing well in Turkey, so probably Turkey is a place that he could look to go as well. But he needs to find somewhere where he can play his football at a high level. That he doesn't have a lot of baggage, because a lot of baggage now playing in Russia. The people now see what they're supposed to see, enough players leave Russia and things, so the quality of the league drop as well. So he needs to find somewhere better. But who knows? Probably the financial package when he moved to Russia was too good, so you might never know.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, you have to also take that into consideration for real.
Yeah, I'm about to say, players normally sit out. Well, not sit out. Players normally tend to stay in a certain position just because of the wages. You know them way there. So as I say, maybe the financial package is a factor as well. But the thing with Shamar Nicholson, why I would want him to move, is the uncertainty surrounding Russia as a country. Not that they will end up in any war or World War III or whatever the case is. I don't believe that will happen. But it's just this back and forth.
They fight a war against Ukraine.
Well, yeah, but not like a World War III. You get me? I say, yeah, that's with like just Ukraine. But what I say is, as a player, you don't want to be in a certain environment. You don't want to be stuck in uncertainty, especially with his club career in itself. Not so much the country itself in terms of the politics, but I don't see Shamar Nicholson coming off loan with Claremont Foot and then starting next season. You know what I'm saying? These Russian clubs, they're not poor. They have money, so they will always find the next best thing in terms of the next best striker or the next best player for this certain position. And it's not like Shamar Nicholson.
And the environment was just a bit weird as well. Remember, you got caught up in that brawl with Zenit. They did a fight and fist of fly and them thing there. Also, the Quincy Promise thing as well. Remember, saying man Quincy had a big friend at the club, right? And with everything went on with him and Quincy, I don't think Quincy a play ball for them no more. So it just kind of, the situation kind of weird. I think he's happy where he is. So definitely we don't want to see him get a move.
Yeah, but people, this is Shamar Nicholson back in Russia with his club Spartak Moscow. Obviously in the gym, lifting some weights, doing some exercises as he should. You have to keep fit for the upcoming season because you never know. You never know what might pan out for next season. What if Shamar Nicholson start what if he's the starter for Spartak Moscow come next season? But definitely, I think in regards to Nichols, I think he shares the same agent as Kaim Dixon as well. So
Yeah, man.
Kaim Dixon,
International dimensions, them name.
yeah, so Kaim Dixon will be getting a move this summer. So you might never know what might be in the pipeline for someone like Shamar Nicholson. But let me just stop the show quickly. Big up yourself, Eddie Gooner. Eddie drop a super chat. So big up yourself, Eddie Gooner
Big
TV.
up, Eddie, big up.
We see the work with Eddie are putting over the YouTube channel. So I have to big him up for that. And Eddie dropped a video recently as well, talking about 6 new potential players that the JFF is working on: Mason Greenwood, Emil Smith Rowe, as well as like 4 others. So Eddie look like you have some information where we don't have over the Reggae Boys Weekly. Eddie, you have to go drop some information for we. You get me? I say. But let me just take one more comment. Him say, buy a beer, Dicanio. No coffee thing. Man say, buy a beer. You get me? I say. But
no, some of the drink none of them they do.
wait, say you not drink no beer.
No man, I'm gonna drink alcohol. I'm gonna drink coffee either.
But
But big up yourself same way, Eddie.
buy us a coffee still.
Buy us a coffee instead, my friend.
But transition into Mason Greenwood. Some people refer to him as Mason Gunwood. Well, that kind of sound wise still, but yeah, just go on Mason Greenwood. But let me pull up the article on screen surrounding the former Manchester United player. So this is the article on screen, and it's coming from, what's this publication? Get Football. So the headline is, I don't wish to enter into any controversy. Mason Greenwood addresses divided Marseille and Mayor's criticism. Gio, before me even get into the article surrounding Mason Greenwood, you have any thoughts surrounding Greenwood potentially playing for Jamaica?
All right, so as a pure talent, well, so firstly, I think Greenwood has been teasing a call for Jamaica for a while, or he's teasing something. I don't know if it's a call up with him or tease something, because you see him train all the time in the Reggae Boys home, or the Reggae Boys away kit. You see him post pictures on him IG story in a Reggae Boys kit. I'm trying to remember if he follows the federation. I don't remember, but he's been teasing stuff all the time. We see Reece Nelson come out. We're not talking about Reece Nelson, but we see Reece Nelson forward in the summer. He was also pictured posting the Reggae Boys kit in his story and so on. So, these players and Greenwood, who we're speaking about specifically, they do have an interest. I think Mason Greenwood is top quality. Top quality. And from a strictly qualitative perspective, I think Greenwood would be a big addition to the national program. He'd be type of addition, type of catalyst, someone that could have come on to the national program and have the type of impact that we see from Damari Gray, at least certainly in his first 15 games, whether it be on the right-hand side or up top. So I think from a qualitative perspective, Greenwood is definitely someone that I would want in the national program. Yeah. So if we're talking about Greenwood, the player, the football player, definitely someone that we should add.
And you made mention of the impact that Damari Gray made as well. And I don't even think the impact of Greenwood would be similar. I think it would be even 5 to 6 times even bigger, and not only on the football pitch, but just the global superstar that Mason Greenwood is.
Yeah, man. Because we talk about, all right, so we look at even Adidas, right? Adidas has really tapped into brand Jamaica in regards to how them build the kit, them and market and sell the kit. Even though Jamaica win nothing, but Adidas still see it fit for forward and invest in the team. Now, if you look upon, if them have a global star like Mason Greenwood, Leon Bailey is a global star, someone that Adidas could really work with to market the kit around. I'm not sure who Leon Bailey signed as him shoe sponsor, but still some of them could have involved. But I guess because of the whole situation with that, it's difficult to kind of involve Leon. But Greenwood is definitely somebody who has the potential and the face that they could. Now, there's a lot of controversy around Greenwood, and there definitely will be some backlash, and probably Adidas would be tentative from that perspective because they don't really want put them burn on the back of somebody that has some controversy. But definitely, I think from a qualitative standpoint on the pitch and the profile of the player, Mason Greenwood is someone that I think could even be playing for England right now, not given the controversy that's around him. But yes, I'm definitely for Mason Greenwood about the national program.
So let me ask you this. Gio, which club you support, by the way?
Oh, I'm an Arsenal fan.
Get in.
Yeah, no, it's stopping nice. You think like a Mason Greenwood without the controversy, having like an exceptional season, would start over Saka in this England team?
This England? No, I don't know if he'll start over Saka, but he can be part of the squad because the Greenwood can play two-footed, can play right across the front tree, can play up top. So I think he could be, if he was if he never had that controversy and he had continued on the progression that he would have continued on, he probably would have been a similar profile or caliber within his position as a field forward right now. So he probably would be a part of the squad. So not saying start over Saka, I know, but definitely would be in the squad.
Over Foden. No, bro, but big man thing. Remember, before Foden was this huge name, it was Greenwood, and Greenwood was ahead of Saka and Foden at the time, because he did a tear up trees and Manchester United him that score a goal.
We grew up earlier than them.
Yeah, so if you really look at it, if you never have that year out, maybe he would have been the star. But for me personally, it would have been the order of Greenwood, Saka, Foden. Like Foden just in the habit. So I don't think he would have started over Saka. Saka is just nailed down, has to be a right winger for any team that he's in. However, I definitely think that
I think at the time as well, Saka, it was. Now I'm saying at the time it was Saka and Foden. I mean, it was Foden and Greenwood. It wasn't Saka wasn't in the picture at that time.
No, brother. Yeah, madman. It was Saka and Greenwood, brother. Foden was just
when the whole incident,
get a bus.
hold on. When the whole incident go down in the England camp with the hotel room, all the talks were about Foden and Greenwood. Those two players were the leading players.
But them the break curfew the time and go out. And
that was about
Saka never in the picture of being the next star boy.
Because Saka never followed them. That was not football related.
No man. So at that moment in time, that moment in time, Saka never. Because we're looking at when about 2020 that. So I got a long time that's soon about 2020. But that time I think Saka did Saka breaking probably shortly after that.
That match I said you. I'm not talking about like the hotel incident per se. I talk about like in terms of the two next best things since sliced bread. It was Foden and Greenwood in that conversation. Saka was in and around, but Saka did just a forward through. You get me? I say, and people did always try and put Saka against them two there. You see me? So that's what I'm trying to say.
We would have research, but I know for sure. I believe Saka was in the England setup before. Yeah. See, watch out. England Foden make him England debut in the 5th, September the 5th, 2020. Saka England debut, hold on. It was 2022. Let me see something.
But
Saka
let me just get into
it. Was also in 2020.
But my interest is, regardless of whenever they made them debut, in terms of the talent at the time, the conversation was always around Foden and Greenwood. Remember, I could just move on. I'm not got a conversation with you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
You're biased just like
bro, I know bias, dog. Bro, I know bias.
Just like right now, World Tracy.
Literally give Greenwood in flowers, bro. But I'm telling you at the time, people just did pre-Foden as this youth where come through in a pep system and
bro, Steven Nandes in the comment section. Let's not do this, bro.
Yeah, the man was a big left back at the time.
Bro. In terms of talent at the time, it was Greenwood and Phil Ford. Remember when Ford now come off a bench and score a big goal against Tottenham Hotspur, win title for City, where was Saka playing left wing back under everybody, man?
Watch your style, Reggae Boys Weekly. Move on, bro. I know me have to disrespect about this. Move on. You can't want style Saka from day one.
Brother, it's not styling, brother. Me just say Ford now come off a bench and win title for Man City. Greenwood the on the right wing score goal and man refer to the one as the next Robin van Persie. Let me just get into the article. I'm never plan for this. You see me? So once again, Greenwood respond to some media questions. So the headline once again is I don't wish to enter into any controversy. Mason Greenwood addresses divided Marseille and Mayor's criticism. As we all know, a couple of days ago, maybe like a week or so ago, the mayor stated that he doesn't want this disgrace at his club. Not like at his club as if him own it, but the club that he supports. In terms of the response to a question, in a joint interview with La Province, how the French people pronounce this now? La Provence or La Province and L'Equipe. We all know what L'Equipe is. Greenwood was asked about the divide his signing has caused and the criticism he's received from the mayor. Greenwood went on to state, and I quote, "Obviously, I am aware of this debate and I understand the question. I don't wish to enter into any controversy. I already had the opportunity to express myself on this subject last year. It is now behind us, and he addressed this when he was at Getafe, which he had a wonderful season with Getafe in La Liga. I think he was in like double digits in terms of goal contributions. The player continued with, and I quote, "With my partner, we rebuilt ourselves together as a couple. We have just spent a year in Madrid. We have been together since we were 15 or 16 years old. Today, we have a beautiful little girl who just celebrated her first birthday. I am now looking towards the future, and I'm only focused on Marseille and on our new life together in Marseille." Greenwood also stated, when answering the question, that he wants to, kind of just enjoy Marseille, build a new life, etc., etc. But surrounding this, in all fairness, listen, the criticism will always follow Mason Greenwood. If he's playing for the Reggae Boys, then I don't think the media will cover him in that light, because
Isn't he with the same? I think he's still with the same girl at the whole situation.
They're married now and they have kids. They
Yeah,
have a kid.
I think they know them, but they have a daughter for sure, and I think they would have spent some time. I think my perspective on the Mason Greenwood situation is that I think in the moment what he did was incorrect, was wrong. I have to disregard any sort of what they call it, abuse, domestic abuse to the highest degree, highest level, any type of assault of a woman to the highest degree, to the highest level, or of what it can be. And again, I want to speak. I want to say clearly, say, and I know you guys agree with me. We not tolerate them things at all. We're against them things totally. However, since then, he and the same female would have, I guess, done the counseling that would have been required, put in the work that would have been required, and it would appear from the outside. We can't tell what going on because we're Jamaica. It would appear from the outside that they're reconciled and are working towards the betterment of their relationship. So I do think that there's a realm within which the population can give the player a chance. If it is that the young lady decides, so if it's all right, may I give her a chance and we're gonna work on with relationship. I think we can give the player a chance. I think we've found to this type of cancel culture thing where we just want to cancel, we just want to get like a martyr, and then so then when they sacrificial lamb, just sacrifice them. And again, I want to say that whatever he did in that moment in time, the things that he would have done. I mean, if you guys see the pictures and hear the recordings, very despicable to the highest level. However, they see that if there is some reconciliation, or that reconciliation would have must take place between not only she and him, but him and her family as well. Because she has a mama, father, auntie, uncle, cousin, people who love her, and so on. So I think we can give him a chance. We can give him a chance. We can say, all right, enough of the time people go court and say do some community service, counseling. That's part of the thing. So you do the crime, you do the time, and you work upon yourself and you become better. And again, as a black man, again, it's very easy for them country there if you just cast you out, throw you out, just like that. One chance and that's it. So again, as long as they're reconciled, and as long as he continues to put in the work, but if a second time we're talking the same thing again, a second time, they know, say, boy, Greenwood.
Yeah, for sure. And I share the same thoughts as you as well, because I've said it many times on this platform. Obviously, what he has done is very, very distasteful. But at the end of the day, he was very young when he do it, right? And I believe at the time when the videos were leaked, I never like it was something recent, right? The parents were aware of it, and I like say something would come out and then the parents and find out about it. No, it was
and it
something
was our friend who leaked it as well.
Exactly. So it's not as if it was just new to the world. It wasn't new to them. So when it leaked, they had already been resolving that and working on it, right? But the fact that it came out into mainstream media, obviously people have them different perspectives, blah, blah, blah. But for me, at the end of the day, I'm keep on I said to people is the man is now married. The parents did mention they worked on it, and he was young at the time. They have a kid together, and them a move on. So why the rest of the world keep on a dwell like the rest of the world behave as if them never did nothing wrong in their life, or as if they are executioners, right? So for me, that's the main thing, right? You have one more chance. I'm a guy of second chances, right? So just make sure, say, as I'm saying, did also young as well when him do it. So just give the youth a chance. Give the youth a chance to show and say, oh, him change. And just move on from that, brother. That's all news. And the woman choose to decide to marry him. What the hell?
And
as
I just want to big up Ken Forbes. I have to big up the super sticker.
Yeah, got you.
L Forest, big up yourself, big up for the super sticker. Bless up for that as well. But just be chiming. Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah.
Joe.
No, chime in. Continue.
No, just to chime in. You may hear what you're saying, Joe, but some things. What I've always said on the platform is Greenwood is the luckiest football player ever to be playing football at the highest level. You have a lot of players who go through this, them probably never found guilty of nothing, but just the mere fact that you have a certain accusation around you, all of your chances of playing at the highest level, it dwindle. You still play football now, but in a lower league. You're probably there somewhere like Kazakhstan, or you just don't want football league where nobody need to watch, brother. You get me? I say. So for Greenwood kind of still have that label around his name, and still kind of the highest level. He's lucky.
My player Marseille, a big club. I mean,
Yeah.
people don't know Marseille is a massive club in France. Marseille top three club in France between them and Olympique Lyonnais, two biggest clubs.
I mean, before PSG it was Marseille, Lyon, and some of these other clubs,
It's a massive club, Marseille, man. Massive club,
And he's working with a top manager in Deserby as well. You see me?
Yeah.
But what I believe, whilst the Europe has like a cancel culture, I think if Greenwood was in America, I'm not thinking would have a career, whether I'm go court or not. You see me? Because the cancel culture that America has, etc., and the pressure that they put on people surrounding that, I don't think him could have survived. You get me? I say, but in England and Europe, it's like people kind of they don't really focus on certain things. Like England is more like Western to an extent, so you will have those type of voices in saying like you're not supposed to play for United, you're not supposed to play for England. But if you go like over Spain and certain other countries, you have those groups, but it's not like the minority doesn't speak for the majority. You get me? I say some people them get it say well, I'm do wrong, but them just move on. Them not really pay attention.
Same
Just like
time, the culture even different. Look at even that incident with the Spanish president who kissed the woman football. Like it just kind of different. It's nothing like America. I can say that for sure. It's nothing like America. They get away with a lot more in those countries.
That woman, that guy when he kissed the Spanish, him did total. Based on the research I'm doing on the situation, him totally about. No redemption.
But that's it surrounding Mason Greenwood, isn't it? But
so from the all right, so we talk about the controversy, but in terms of let's say he were to be a part of the national program, I talk about JFF and Reggae Boyz. How do you guys see him fitting in? Where you guys see him fitting in?
What's the question?
So how would you guys see him fitting in? Like where would you see him fitting into the national program?
I thought you move early and build a position, man.
No man, you know so I'm not do that. A striker I'm have to play, brother. Me I fling him right in a striker position. Damarai, Greenwood, Bailey. No brainer. Me must say he used to play striker Man U in some games,
And he also expressed that he wanted to play as a number 9 at United at one point as well.
Yeah, bro, he's a number 9 for sure.
Yeah, naturally he's a number 9. Yeah.
He just have the ability to play on either side because he uses both feet well, right? But he is a number 9 for him. So for me, in Jamaica setup, the future has to be around him playing number 9. Mikel Antonio is on the latter side of he's 30. Shamar Nicholson, good baller, but at the end of the day, at the future we are talking about. But when name Greenwood how much now? Around 22, 23? Yeah, man, future striker that fully. So, go through.
No, finish your sentence, man.
Yeah, but just say if Mason Greenwood comes, the team has to be based around him and Leon Bailey. You have to fit the two of them in. And it's not that hard to fit the two of them in if he's naturally a striker.
But we have a full of quality up top, like if Jamaica, if we were like other countries where we never have no controversy and we best player them always represent we. If you look on it, even in our under 20 team, we could have potentially have a forward line with both Whisper and probably got him in our under 20 team. Or on the national side, you look on it, say Whisper. I think if Whisper had gotten picked to go to the
Copa America.
I think he would have had a strong possibility of probably being our starting striker in terms of just say I'm doing at the Chelsea youth system, how him continue seamlessly being a good goal scorer, all of that. So we have a lot of talent up top, Kahima forward show as well. Cephas I think is a good player in terms of what he offers. So up top, if we get Mason Greenwood, we have a lot of talent and it's a good balance between players that local players, who develop here in Jamaica or players who born in Jamaica and develop overseas. and players who would bring in and bring forward. You know, the good mix that I personally want to see in the national team, that good mix between English-based or England-born players and local players. Because I think personally we'll always need the players that are born in England, without a doubt. Like I don't think we can. And I think at every level, as a matter of fact, not just the senior level. I think if you can call a man in my 30 to play for the national team, you can also call a youngster in my 15 as well, or in my 14. That's my personal perspective and point of view. So I think that would be a very good balance there. So, but I think we just need to forget the lack of, you know, cut down on the controversy and just have the best players represent you at all moments in time. And I think we should be good.
Yeah. I'll take a quick commercial break. People, may I beg you, don't ramp with the like button today, people. I'm asking you guys to stop what you're doing. I have 211 of you guys, right? Just go ahead, people. Smash that like button as it does help the videos. I get me and say we're here every weekend. The schedule changed from Friday. No, it's Saturdays and Sundays for Reggae Boys Weekly. So just to support us, people, you know, even if you're not send a super chat, please, I'm just asking you to, you know, stop what you're doing. Smash the like button. One of the most important things, people. You get me and say, because you really help the videos, you know, people. You really help the videos. You get me and say, if you don't like the video itself or a specific topic, still go ahead, support us. You know, you're already here in terms of, we appreciate that support of you guys showing up, but even take it a step further to just stop, look at the like button and just tap the like button, smash it. You get me? I say with a sledgehammer. And but I go mash up your phone now, you know. Matter of fact, if you use sledgehammer, just use your finger and just tap it. You get me? I say so the phone screen will mash up. You see me? So yeah, that's the commercial break. So we can move into the next topic that we have to discuss, and it surrounds Leon Chippy Bailey, world-class player, as some Jamaicans would say. So this is coming from, well, not really come from Bailey FC, but he's reporting it. You know, Bailey FC, many of our back and forth or forth surrounding Leon Bailey, right? But on his Twitter, well, Bailey FC reported it. Leon Bailey wore the captain's armband during Aston Villa's preseason game against Walsall today, which was 3 days ago. I think somebody else was the captain in that game. Then they came off, and Bailey received the captain's armband. However, Bailey recently officially started as the captain for Aston Villa against I think the name is Spartak. I can't remember the last name, but he was recently the captain for Aston Villa on 2 occasions, right? One where somebody came off, received the armband, and then against Spartak, he officially was the captain in that game. Now, some people have it to say that Bailey should be the captain of the Reggae Boys team when he comes back in, if he does come back to play for the national team. Now, Dicanio, off stream, you and I were, you know, talking about this, and you know, I stated that even though Bailey is the captain or captain Aston Villa in the recent game, I really don't look into it much in the sense that he must captain the Reggae Boys team if he come and play back face. I get me, I say, because being the captain in preseason, it's not relevant. I've seen players who are not leaders really and truly captain them club. You know, mean to them a leader. You know, a coach just give you the captain's armband because of the sake of giving you the captain's armband. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I agree with it. I don't think.
What do you mean you agree with it? Off stream, you stated that he must be the captain of the Reggae Boys team.
We're not doing that.
No. Hold on. I'm not going to have this on today's show. In the WhatsApp group, you stated that he must be the captain of the Reggae Boys.
Bill, I'm serious, you know, dog. Bill, dog. I'm serious as a judge, brother. You see when he come to Bailey, no come on the stream.
No, so you want me to pull up the text message?
No, pull it up. Pull it up, dog. Big and serious person, dog. Just tell him say a joke here now. All jokes aside. You see me? I'm here, dog. Brother, you have to know when to do them things then, you easy as well, brother. What you do? Don't ramp with me when it comes to Bailey. Watch about that laugh. But as me I say, bro, there are some people that will come out because you know you have the Bailey fanboys, right? Then we say, yo, man, for your captain Jamaica, this, that. But me personally, dog, no, fam. After the stunt them when pull, you can't have that man a captain the country, bro. And I'm a big advocate for Ethan Pinnock. You're mad, you can't have them man they were a leader. I'm Club of England, real leader, me attack, centre back. Always a show up in big games for the country as well. You can't have them man there, you want to give them man to Bailey, brother, we deal with the country like that in recent times. You have only more players as well where can receive the armband in this Jamaica national team. So, yeah, I'm happy for him still. that he is a part of the leadership group, because normally when you see these players bringing around the armband like that in preseason, it just means that they're a part of the leadership group. It doesn't mean that he's the club captain. So, for example, Arsenal, they have a team of 5 players that,
Yeah.
depending, they have a specific rank, and those players, they are a part of the leadership group. Now, I remember one point Holding was a part of the leadership group for Arsenal, but I think he was the 5th ranked captain, right? Manchester City had their ranking of captains at one point, with De Bruyne, Gundogan, Kyle Walker, and Rodri swapping the armband. So I think this is just a case. A whole lot of the Aston Villa players aren't back as yet, including Mings, Muggin, such and such. So I think Bailey right now is at the 4th tier, because I believe Matty Cash was the one who walked out the team in the first game. So he's either the second, the third captain or the 4th captain, which is very good. It just means that he's a part of leadership group, and Unai Emery sees him as a senior man in the squad, which he actually is, because he's been there a good while now, and a lot of the people in Aston Villa team right now are new faces. So he would be one of the longest serving players in this current Aston Villa team. So I think it's very deserved for him to have that leadership role in Aston Villa. As it relates to Jamaica now, that's a totally different landscape, it's a totally different thing. So I don't agree with him holding that armband. At least right now, if him to come back, allow him, just I'll make him focus on the football and give him the level of pressure there, right? Just make him focus on football and perform. Maybe by the time World Cup will resurface, things might be changed. The climate and how people perceive or see Leon Bailey might be a whole lot different. Maybe you can give him it then. But right now, no, bro, not at all.
Yeah, I wanna agree with that sentiment. I think with Leon right now, he can't be the captain he can't come back in and then immediately be the captain for Reggae Boys at this moment in time. I think that's because there's a lot of discussion that would need to be had. He needs to get back to a certain level within the squad. You know, I think in the squad, everyone was not necessarily on the same page with probably how he would have done what he would have done. So, in order for him to come back and be captain, he must definitely have to go have that reconciliation, talk to the boys. You know, some leaders in our team, you look on your Damian Lowe, you look on your Bobby Reid. You know, them players that will have a lot of opinion in the team. One thing with Bobby Reid, Bobby Reid always, every camp with them call Bobby Reid for Bobby Reid did it. Bobby Reid never miss a camp unless injured. But Bobby Reid now gonna miss a camp for no flop series. He really take things serious. So he's one of the guys that, especially the overseas guys, and look up team and so on. So, you know, that level of discussion will have to be have, and then it's decided if Leon can be a part of the captaincy or a captain. Because you realize Bobby Reid wore the captain's armband the other day when Blake was out in the first game going at the Copa. So yeah, man. So I don't think he comes back. I don't think if he comes back tomorrow, he's captain immediately. I'm not saying he can't in the future. Probably after if him come back here and him do a 6 month or a 1 year, then you know. But a lot would need to be done for Leon Bailey to be captain. Now, this is not me saying I don't think he can be captain, because he captains Aston Villa, which simply means that he would have shown the qualities at Villa that would be required for him to be a captain. So definitely he would have some ability or would have the potential. But in the Jamaica camp, different camp this. Not yet. No, I don't think so. Not yet. But me want him to be in the squad. Enough man no one about being in the squad. Me want Bailey for reconcile over the reconciliation go on. Certain things we never agree with how certain things were handled from both sides, his side and the other side. But hopefully some reconciliation can go on, some conversation can go on and can come back into the squad. You know, but again, as I said to you before, some of the time it just seems so divisive when it have to do it. It just seems that the whole topic seems so divisive. I'm really just want to go World Cup. So someone just try to focus on it too deeply. You know, get focus on it too deeply so I get start. Mad out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Money Pro Music side, I don't see anything wrong with Bailey being the captain. All you got to do is make some simple adjustments. And I think that's what Joe was alluding to. You know, I'm have to reconcile with the fans and the players in the dressing room as well before, you know, that happens. But then again, the team will have a new coach in the future. So you never know what the relationship will be in terms of like Leon Bailey potentially being the captain, because, you know, I've seen at the club level where you have a player that's out of favor and a new coach comes in and everybody has say, yo, this player is not captain's material, and the new coach come in and make him captain, and you kind of see some leadership within that play, you know, like a player that's totally transformed compared to like a previous season. So you get me, I say?
But then the coach, it's no evident that the issue with Leon Bailey didn't have anything to do with the coach. It was just strictly JFF because the coach left and he must say the same things that Bailey was saying, right? So I think any coach, any new coach that comes in, and we're gonna be having topics about new coaches, I think in the next show. But any new coach that comes in, that person has to understand what the climate, the current climate is in Jamaica as it relates to Leon Bailey. You can't make certain decisions, even if you believe that he is a leader. You can't make certain decisions like that as yet, just because of the fan base, right? Even if he's a leader, let him lead behind closed doors, let him lead in the dressing room. But you don't need to just have that significance of an armband on him as yet until him repair the damage that he's done with a whole fraction of the fan base. You see me? And also the dressing room. Somebody can't undermine a dressing room like that and then walk in and become the captain again. He have to repair whatever him did break. You see me?
Me from that take Owen comment. What sort of sign Owen say? What sort of sign will we be sending?
Having a man coming off suspension appointed captain. Ludicrous.
Me no want ever hear that name there. Once I know I hear the name, blasphemy.
Big of yourself, Peter.
Oh, Peter.
My time just to drop the link. We just want to cover the last topic and then we'll drop the link and have you guys share it.
And what I want to say is right. Pertaining to you said something about the new coach, right? And people, today I was having a discussion with Dicanio surrounding the coach who is leading the race to become, or the guy who's leading the race to become the new coach at the Reggae Boys. And I was saying to Dicanio like, yo, I want to talk about it on the Reggae Boys live stream. And the man I say, Prasad, left that. The man I say, yo, left that alone. Do it on the next live stream. So people, what we can promise, the next live stream this upcoming Saturday, I will reveal who the main guy who is leading the race is. I will definitely. And as I said people before on the live stream yesterday, it is not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So yeah. But he is Dutch though. He's definitely Dutch. And he comes from Asia. Not from Asia as in like a country within Asia, but in coach over Asia. We can tell him that for now. You get me? I say. But make we lean into the next topic. Also, just want to put up this on screen as well. And it kind of surrounds Leon Bill to an extent because he was the one who was kind of crucial, not say like crucial in making Musa Diaby move to Aston Villa. Obviously, when a club is interested and he used to play with that a player that like that's your like former teammate, you call them and you say, yo, you must move. A good.
He admitted that he did push him to join.
Yeah, so it's a former teammate of his when he was at Leverkusen at the time. Diaby, they played together. Then Bailey left. Then Diaby was there. So when the interest formed, Bailey would have took up the phone and say, yo, Ford man, Aston Villa top club. And you see Aston Villa qualify for Champions League last season. But in a shocking move, Saudi Arabia, them forward in, scoop in, you see me? Now the report coming from Fabrizio Romano is Musa Diaby to Al Ittihad. Here we go. Deal verbally agreed with Aston Villa for 60 million package, add-ons included. Diaby has agreed on a 5-year deal and now waiting for paperwork to review, then sign. Waiting for paperwork to review, then sign. It's a shocking move, people, because Diaby was literally purchased last summer. I know the man up on the move. I think Aston Villa is even making a profit off this move, like at least something within like 10 million or 20 million, right?
You have to remember some of them clubs here are making these moves for FFP reasons, because they might try to balance books in England. They might try if FFP, and I think England have the most standards as well.
Profit sustainability.
Yeah, profit sustainability. Yeah, man. You're looking it up on it, yeah. So a lot of these clubs are doing it for that reason. So even earlier this season, you'd have earlier in the transfer market, you see like a lot of youth academy players being transferred between English clubs. And the reason for that is because the youth academy players, then when them transfer them between clubs, they go down as pure profit. Because if you sell a youth academy ball off it for 30 mil, remember you would not have bought him. He might come to your academy. So you never buy him for nothing. So it's like that 30 mil can go up on the book as pure profit.
Pure profit.
Yeah, man. So it's really about the whole accounting situation. But it's a strange move this for Diaby, a guy that was in the French in line for the French camp, a big winger. So I don't really understand this move to Al-Ittihad. I don't know what they would have told him. Obviously, money, the
Yeah.
payment structure would have been good, but
I mean,
half of the
I'm sure his first interview will entail him saying that Saudi is the best league ever. I know I always wanted to play in Saudi, whatever the case is, but obviously we know that that's not true, But that is the report, and it kind of shocking because nobody never kind of see this coming like before the transfer window start because he had a relatively good season last year, right? He was in competition with Bailey to an extent, isn't he? And then he's off, but you see, Leon Bailey last season predominantly in the first half of the season. We have to remember he was coming off the bench. You get me? I say, and then still making an impact. And then the second half of the season, Bailey started getting more games. When the season kind of done and dusted, him up on the bench or come off, right? However, I think going into next season, Bailey kind of, I'm not gonna say him fully secure the position because when I'm a league coach, the man then are for bench man. You get me? I say, especially when you're not working in the system. But we saw recently where Aston Villa made a purchase of a guy from in the championship, Jaden Philange, I believe that's how his name is pronounced. And based on me here, me say he might go give Bailey a run for him money. Me say it's a top talent them sign in Jaden, So I guess they even already find Diaby's replacement inside in Jaden Philange. I can't remember which team is coming from. A Suns are one of them team there. People in the comment section or people on the live stream just drop in the comment section where Jaden is coming from. Jaden Philange. I think I pronounced it correctly. Man say Bob Fam say Lal Gunners waves you go for because of the durag.
No, man, I have only by here for me, man. The thing is, I have to look presentable. I'm not trimming. I hear this. I'm not forward. I look like a madman. You see, pre.
All right, Hull City. So Hull City, Jaden Philange is coming from Hull City, and as I said, based on what I read, is a top talent. To get me, so Aston Villa once again making a good acquisition in Jaden. Also, we have to note, this is not even about Aston Villa, but they want to make some big moves. Andre Onana from Everton as well, doing his medical today, I believe.
That Jaden guy is supposed to can play with Jamaica.
Really?
Well, I think the
Boy,
Jaden guy-
nobody get the man them hopes up,
No. I'm not saying we are calling him up now. I'm not saying that he's supposed to be eligible in terms of parentage. Yeah, man, it was. But this is not guy. Man, I say we are calling. Me I say. When I say him confirm, someone wants to tomorrow morning say, Giovanni say such man can no. But I say I think in parentage.
Yeah.
We continue.
Move over to the next topic as well. Before we get into that, him say he was a Villa player who was sold to Hull with a buyback clause. Oh yeah, we did see that in the report as well. He was a Villa player from before. So So I'm gonna move over to the next thing. Just want to big up Whisper quickly. Whisper recently, his girlfriend, she had her baby, and just want to big up Whisper on that. It's a new chapter for Whisper. Started a new chapter.
Military tell him congrats. Military first come and tell him congrats.
So we'll get into military good man. But Whisper recently he has been starting new chapters rapidly, in terms of moving to England. That was a new chapter for him, playing with the Chelsea under 21 team, training with the first team. So different chapters as he goes along in writing his book. You know what I'm saying? And now he have a next chapter, which is fatherhood. You get me? I say. And we just have to big him up on that, as well as his girlfriend as well, because this is for any man and any woman, this is like the biggest chapter of anyone's life. When you have a child, you get me? I say. So we wish Whisper nothing but the best as it regards to fatherhood, as well as his girlfriend, as it regards to motherhood as well. You get me? I say. And having somebody like Craig Butler who has fathered many children, whether biological or not. He knows him have the system around him. You get me, I said, Dicanio? Him have that system around him. Kyle Butler is a father as well. Bailey's a father as well. Craig, as I stated before. I know Travis, can't remember him last name, but that guy Travis who's always around Bailey, he's a father as well. So him have that system around him in terms of strong fathers. So him just have to soak up as much information as he can and learn along the way, because no matter how somebody tells you something, you also have to learn as you go along as an individual in terms of how to grow your child, etc. But Dylan, drop a super chat. Dylan Gale, big up yourself. 433 is a punk. I will not take that disrespectful comment. You get me? I say, but big up yourself, Dylan Gale. Barry Ellington said, too much politics in Jamaica football, so JFF will always be trash. This commenter say, what is Mason Greenwood saying? let me just bring it up quickly. He just responded to a question surrounding the incident that happened like a couple years ago. You get me? Same just kind of want to move on from that, etc., etc. But I'm going to head over to the next big thing, people, because this is the big talking point where everybody want to get down to, and it's Craig Butler versus MG Sports TV. So in a recent Instagram post, Craig Butler came out swinging against the military, the militant man. You get me? I say, MG basically have a duck for cover because I know me can't see MG respond to Craig Butler. You get me? I say, so MG Sports TV recently did a video surrounding Dujan Whisper and a purchase that he made. That would have been a Benz. You get me? I say, in purchase a Benz recently. Now, the topic or the title for MG's video was Dujan Richards can spend this money how he feels, but 3 exclamation marks. Now, in the video, MG kind of just went on to state that, you know, hopefully Whisper are investing money wisely in terms of like a house or whatever the case is, you know. But I think MG did say nothing bad or anything. But obviously, when they talk about one of Craig Butler's player, whether good or bad, brother, he wants still try to find a way if you say, yo, yeah, talk bad about the player, even if you talk good. You get me? I say, because you can talk good about somebody, no, but you're taking a slight dig at the end of the day. You get me? I say, and so far, with everything that Whisper has done, it comes with a slight of criticism. You know, when him did move to Chelsea, people are saying should I never go because he now get no game time. Recently, when we did find out, say his partner was having a baby, people say you never him not ready for fatherhood. I was someone who said that, and I still stand by my point in terms of like a youngster at that age having a child. Like I still believe no youngster. I don't care if you have $1 million or $1 billion, you're just not ready as an individual in itself, but you just have to learn as you go along. You get me? I say,
so you can ask the point there still. Why you ever say the person already? A huge factor as it relates to why a lot of people don't want to have kids early is that money factor, right? Let's just be real about it. Now, if you find a partner, yeah, things can go so with the partner, but then that's the reason why maybe you not marry the person, right? I don't know, but as I said, you can't look on man like Foden.
No, I don't say I gotta bring up that, but even Foden at that age was still not ready. And this is the thing. No, this is the thing, you know. All I know, this is the thing. A lot of you Jamaicans, I mean, I call out Jamaicans as well. A lot of you relate money to raise a child. Well, brother, enough people me know what grow. Hold on, man. Enough people me. Hold on, man. Yeah, talk, yeah. Brother, I bring up Foden as an example, bad man. I don't hear nothing about Foden. Go ahead.
So me I try to show you, fam, right? So I am saying, right, Phil Foden, it's not only him alone, Garnacho getting youth. Why is age such a huge factor in when you get it? You know, say you can
bro, age is a factor, brother. That's why Jamaica have a society like that.
You can never prepare to be a father, you know, brother.
No, sir. You're mad, man, brother. You're mad, man.
No matter your age, you know. You can be a 30-year-old father and you're workless and you're a deadbeat, you know. Bro, no one is never prepared.
Hear me, I say. Obviously, you can't go to school. Joe, obviously, you can't go to school to become a mother or a father. You get me, I say? But what you can do and what prepares you for such situation is life experiences. You get me, I say? My brother has 2 children and I'm predominantly around them. When I say, I watch every movie make as a father feel like learn, but certain things are so keen. So whenever that happens, if you have me by just a one night stand or whatever the case is, at least me grasp certain concepts surrounding how me see him go around, him mute them or him raise them. Now, if I never have that around me, and as a 17-year-old or as an 18-year-old, I just go breed a girl, so. But I mean, I don't have no local knowledge. Obviously, I have to go learn along the way. I can't go be a deadbeat to me picnic. But I say, I'm not going to advocate for a 17 or 18-year-old, whether they have money or not, to have a child. Money, it helps to raise a child to put them in comfortable situations in terms of sending them to school, etc., etc. But you have many countries. Look at many countries around the world. They're not the richest countries, but the society is better in terms of how they raise them children compared to countries who have money. You get me, I say?
Yeah, McDonald, I don't get what you're saying because you're not in Whisper shoes, so you can't tell a man say, "Yo, him not ready to be a father." You don't know. That's what I try to say. Just wish
you're telling me a man that cannot. You're telling me.
You don't have to add in anything in it. If you wish a man well, but you not have to put in something and say, yo, you don't think him ready to be a father. That
I stated that before. I did a video surrounding it. What I will say is, you can't tell me say Whisper ready to be a father.
And you can't tell me that he isn't. That's the point that I'm trying to make.
So what may I say is this. My personal thought is that I think 18 is a bit on the younger side to have a child.
I agree with that.
18 is a bit on the younger child. And if I were advising someone, I would advise them to wait until, probably in your late 20s, especially if you're a male, probably your early 30s. But
I'm going to ask you one question, though.
One more thing I think. What I think affect that is your ability, because most men usually start out some amount of financial stability in their late 20s, early 30s. So probably that's a factor where facilitate that. Whisper is in a position where he find himself with financial stability. Earlier than that, even though him still young, him still not fully establish himself in the senior game yet. One injury and him can, lose some of what him have. So I mean, still early. And from a mental perspective, definitely mentally, I'm not sure. I don't think 18 is ideal age mentally. However, to each his own, and what I do is push him the best for him journey,
And one thing as well I want to add, there's a lot of that's why I'm gonna like to comment on certain things, because if you're not in somebody's shoes, I advise you to not, because there are a whole lot of things, and even if we don't want to say which is this educated person, right? There are a whole lot of things. I'm hearing him say some things in some interview where make sense. You see, the way how him grew up and the atmosphere, the climate where him grew up, it allow him, it force him to grow up or to like do things a bit earlier than some other people would, right? I think he made a specific point. I remember it was a Jeffrey interview, but he mentioned a few things, that certain things where he might do at film age, or if people look on it and he say, dog, you manage that, this, that, but because of how him grew up, or whoever grew him or whatever, him just grow a bit faster. So he's more mature than his age would suggest, right? Now, and it shows like not every 18-year-old can go and do what him do at Chelsea, It take a different level of professionalism and mindset for go and do what him do. As much as him stay off here, like when he's not on the football pitch, is definitely in question. Like maybe media training or him at these certain people. But as it relates to on the football pitch, there are so many players out here who fail on the football pitch because they mentally, they don't have it, Look at a man like Mario Balotelli that was so great, so gifted, but because he never have the focus mentally. And I don't know, there's something drilled in Whisper as it relates to on the football pitch, that in mentality just there. If when he represent Jamaica, when he's playing professionally, when he play for Chelsea, you just see that it's different, right? And I think that is instilled in him, and he can draw a whole lot of parallels with a whole lot of young football players. As you when I'm done.
Go ahead.
Allowed you to speak. So as what you were saying, Giovanni, the main reason why we always suggest or tell young persons to wait and hold off is, let's be real, it's because of the financial situation. But if you find yourself in a situation that you're able to do it, the point where I go back to right now is you are never ever prepared to be a father. Whether you're a 30-year-old, a 25-year-old, or whenever, you have to grow into that, and it's all about mindset.
This conversation, this is like marriage, brother. I would not advocate for any 18-year-old or 19-year-old to marry someone.
Who are you?
Hold on, brother.
Who are you, Kishan Legisla?
Dog, me fling rock stone through this, man. You hear me, I say, bad man.
Persons in the comment are saying, a person mentioned, so you see in both parents said they're. What if you see in both parents said they broke and them couldn't have him, or Cristiano Ronaldo parents or whatever? The truth of the matter is, even though these people, well, I mean, I know the exact situation, but not everybody that is 18 have a child with purpose. Sometimes you just say a one night stand, and the child just come out and then find himself in a position where, all right, cool, I have to take care of this child. I mean, I'm going to forsake responsibility. You have no fathers who do that. So again, not because you have a child at 18 means that at the right time, but again, my personal preference is that I think in terms of my mental perspective, probably too young. You can't get what Dicanio say. Dicanio say you can't really, you don't really know
Joe,
what.
let me say this. It is not.
Yo, allow your guests to talk. The people am tired to tell you that,
All right,
the man
go ahead. Go ahead.
But it done still,
No, hear me, I say. You see, Dicanio know, it's like sitting around with this man. Joe, For example, I did a research. I have a brethren who live in Oklahoma. You get me? I say, and the man got predominantly white university. And let me tell you with people over Oklahoma, when me get to understand. You see, the girls who go them school there, them are married in them early 20s, early teens. You get me? I say, once them find a local one country youth or whatever, and them feel like them in a love, them married. I know me go, you know me do one night me up on the phone call with them and I'm saying, yo, I'm doing some research in terms of the divorce statistics surrounding Oklahoma and the age that these girls are getting married or these couples are getting married. I know me realize you a lot of them that get married by the age of 18, 19, you know, when them start get divorced 22, 23. Because guess what, you know, figure out yourself as an individual if it pick up marriage. Nobody not say, hold on, let me talk. Nobody not say, hold on.
First of all, it's whisper married.
Gio, nobody saying
it. Alright, so why you bring marriage?
Gio, no one is saying you can. There's a school that teaches you about marriage. Hold on, man. Gio, no one is saying
why you bring marriage in a fatherhood argument? The man no married. Marriage has nothing.
I hear you. Got you. I hear you.
Bro, do better as an educated university attendee or graduate. Why you bring marriage to draw parallels? Why you bring marriage to draw parallels with fatherhood? Why marriage percentages of draw parallels with fatherhood and the man is not married? He's not married. And it's evident there's a reason for that. The man have smart people in his brain. The man have smart people in his circle. So even if him do go and make a mistake, he never go put a ring on the girl finger same time because why? Obviously him have strong people in his circle. Enough man would see that and say, oh, I have to go do this. But him no rush to that decision. Marriage and pregnancy, that different. Marriage and just having a kid, being a father, that different, brother. Why you bring marriage to come defend your point about him being a father and he's not married? How waste argument that, brother? Do better as an educated youth.
Joe, maybe if the man even finish my point, I could get to me and try to say.
No, brother, don't bring marriage in like that. You go off tangent, they say you lose me from your start talk about marriage.
Gio, as I said, maybe if me get to finish my point, you will understand where I come from. When I say Gio, when I do the research, a lot of the cases they get divorced at 22, 23 because you don't really figure out life as it. You get me? As an individual at 17, 18, 19, you don't figure out yourself as it. Truth be told, right? What I'm trying to draw, the parallels I'm trying to draw with having a child at 18 or 17, 18, 19, as an individual, you still not figure out yourself as yet. No, when that happens, it's out of two things. Either you want to father the child or you want to be a deadbeat. Some people decide them are going to learn along the way, and some people decide say them can't manage the pressure, right? Same thing when you're in your 30s or 20s, whatever the case is. Either you want to be a father or you don't want to be a father. What I'm trying to say is, the more you go through life and you gain life experiences, it suits you better as an individual that whenever that situation happens, it better prepares you to be a father to that child in terms of raising that child. I know I realize a lot of parents lack in Jamaica is emotional intelligence when it comes down to raising children. Now tell me about $1 million. I need to focus bad upon this, brother, but you get me riled up. Do not tell me about that.
Because no, I agree with the point, brother.
I want to talk about me. I want nobody tell me about the money because a lot of parents in Jamaica, me see how them raise picnic. Oh, me just buy one shoes with you. What you complaining for? Brother, you think picnic business about the mere facts they buy shoes? They complain about the fact say they're hugless children. You don't hug them enough. You don't show them love enough, brother. And when you get a child at 18, 19, 20, you don't know certain things, brother, even though you're going along the way and learning. Sometimes it's a little bit too late. And that's why children can grow up to a certain age and you see them have certain resent to a parent. And you said that parents always say, me give everything in the world, one more you want. Them never have enough love, bad man. So that's my whole point.
It doesn't have to do with age. You have only for 40-year-old deadbeats. You have only for 30-year-old deadbeats. It still has nothing. It has to do with the specific individual. And that goes back to my point. When I keep on, I said to you, stop generalize the man thing. If you don't know him personally, just wish him well and move on. If you see something go wrong or you hear something go wrong, then you can talk about it. But if you don't know this guy individually, why you go come on a public platform and generalize him? And you don't know if he's able to do it or not.
So I ask you a question. The fact I don't know whisper, I know him can't construct a sentence properly. That means wrong?
Not constructing a sentence properly that means you can't be a good father. You just use the example of love and being there. Hugs, them little thing there. You know, look at you know, see Craig Butler hug. Craig Butler is there for even.
That's not his father. That is not his real father.
No, he's not his father, but he's a father figure. And he has many other children that he's adopted.
Well, Richie Royal, the man real father. Richie Royal showing whisper more.
Listen. He's a guy that hugs. He's a guy that tells
Richie Royal showing whisper more love. Richie Royal showing Whisper more love is more worth than Craig Butler can ever show love to Whisper. That is his biological father. I'm not making play down the man father thing, brother. Despite this relationship.
I am not.
You're disrespectful.
not.
Let me just take some. Let me just look on some comments. Let me look on some.
I am not. The point that I'm trying to make is you're talking about hugs and you're talking about emotionally being there. That you can be 40-year-old and you still don't know if you emotionally be there. You can be 40-year-old and get the deposit and you still don't know how to do that. So again, it has nothing to do with age. It's all about individuality.
All I'm
all
saying
about
is
who this person is as an individual, the past that they have, and if they are, and you can't know that kind of know him. So
Joe, all I'm saying is in life.
Public platforms and commenting on a man where you don't know as it relates to these matters.
Joe, all I'm saying is you see, as an adult in life, Joe, in life,
you
as an adult,
do not have any respect for Whisper. You keep on a company platform and a touch on these sensitive topics, and you do not know the youth. Who are you to tell him that he cannot manage fatherhood? Stop it.
Joe, I never said the man can manage fatherhood. But what I will say is,
Stop it,
as an adult, Joe, let me tell you this, Joe. I've made certain mistakes in my life, right? I'm identify as to why I made the mistakes. If I was supposed to give somebody advice, I'm just 23, and these mistakes were not too long ago. You know what? I would tell somebody maybe like a year younger than me or two, but I tell them, said, listen, please, I beg you, do not do this. Do not make these same mistakes. However, if I had put myself in certain situations a bit earlier at the age of 20 or so, and I maybe was a little bit more open-minded, I would have grasped enough information and experience in that time to not make that mistake that I made recently. You get me? I say, so all I'm saying is, even though you have deadbeat parents at the age of 20, 30, 40, I believe the vast majority of adults that goes through life and they grasp certain experiences, it better prepares them for certain situations. That's all I'm trying to say. You get me? I say, Max City said 433 are going all over the place with this now. Just because he can't speak well, he doesn't have a potential to be a good father. Stop your crap. I never said that, brother.
That was a point that you made. And you make it emotionally because you start to defend yourself. So you say it and you never mean to say it, but you did say it.
I did not categorically say that. I was using an example. However, back to the past video that I did surrounding this topic, which was, how much months ago was this video? Back in March, right? And the comment section, someone has said, I 100% agree. Money doesn't raise children. Kids need a solid foundation, discipline, structure, and nurturing. He's too young to be at that, but this is the risk you run when you don't think long-term or momentarily pleasure. More kids raising kids. Exactly. And that's a good point from the person who is coming. Jamaica has a society. Hold on now. Jamaica has a society where kids are raising kids. Matter of fact, the world has a society where kids,
America has a show called 16-year-old pregnancy.
Joe, you know what you find in societies that have children raising kids? The society, it collapses. It collapses. When picnic raise picnic, the society, it dwindles, it collapses. So if you're advocating for kids to raise kids, then I'm sorry.
Then he's a kid. Brother, be very careful with your points, because you act like saying you're not a university graduate, you know. Is John Whisper Richards a kid? He's an adult.
But I could get to what Craig Butler to say surrounding MG. He said in this Instagram post to military goon, right? And I feel like he was very selective in this word, using goon. To military goon and fellow hater friends, you don't have anything to do with your time other than bashing Phoenix. Please leave Whisper alone. If it's not Leon, it's Kyle or Mona or something else. Whisper is a smart. He has a big family and upgraded from his 4-seater GLE to a 7-seater GLS. I'm not thinking of a GLS. Maybe I don't know. I didn't have money, but they have a GLS or only GLE, but GLE with lots of room for grandma, great grands, launches, baby seat, and nanny. Vision is key in life. I bet you couldn't see that. I bet you couldn't see that at all. Some of the comments go on for state. I wonder if them did a daytime in the hot sun or the same drill over and over. Somebody said living legend Butler. Him not see the Brabus G-Wagon in the fleet. Money good on the side. Yeah, so these are the comments. So Craig Butler kind of come out hitting out against MG Sports and his fellow goons as well. What have you say about that, Gio?
So yeah, me listen, this is the vehicle aspect and everything. They don't really have a strong opinion upon that. If Whisper is being managed by Butler, so if Whisper feel like he want to buy a vehicle, him buy a vehicle like in a concern me any at all. Based on the video, I think military was alluding to the point that say him hopes to Whisper invest my money as well and so on. I also hope he is. He might come from a camp of Leon Bailey, who is very experienced in that regard. They have Craig Butler as well. So
I mean, obviously, Spain to General, Mr. Minard, the Monday, so I don't know if a JLS exists. So thank you for the point that a JLS does exist.
yeah,
That's a something.
yeah. So I don't think.
Like, man, chip out.
Yeah, man, chip out a bit.
You're good now, man.
Give me 5 seconds.
They kind of got you.
Yeah, bro. I just think like, bro, I know the truth behind everything, but I don't think I want to talk about it on a public platform. That would be the right way to go about it. So may I choose my choice of words very carefully. I would say the situation was just misunderstood. That's the best way to put it. Right? MG come out and him just say something, which, as you alluded to, there wasn't anything wrong with what he said. But yeah, Craig Butler will be Craig Butler, and he's not going to take the positives out of what anyone said. He's going to take the negatives out of it. So, or think of it in a negative fashion, because really and truly, he's the father of Phoenix, and you can see it in how his players respond to people. It's them against the world. So if anybody say nothing that is not a bit positive about them, that means it's negative in their head. So yeah, but I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna defend him players.
Let me say this, right?
But just take out a pinch of salt.
Address this comment. You see, let me tell you, a lot of I'm not a father, right? But what I will tell you about a lot of you parents, when you love have this rhetoric about, oh, if you're not for youth, you can't tell me if raise a youth. Well, personally, me don't know if you drive, but me know when a man is a bad driver, so me can identify when a man is a bad parent. You get me as a bad man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me don't know if you drive, but me can see when a taxi man bad driver man. Me can see when a taxi man stupid
Hold
enough
on,
to make a.
One sec. And I agree with that. Now let's put what you just said into perspective with Whisper. Have you seen that he's not a good father?
Bad man. Hold on, man.
All right, you don't see it yet. So that's what
I need to answer the question. What I'm trying to say is, I believe. You see, this is why you see, Mayaga always disagree, no brother. You get me? Saying, let me tell you this.
But may I use your own point against you? You say that you're not.
You know why? You know why Jamaica? You know why? Listen.
You can know if somebody's a good or a bad driver.
No. Okay.
You're not a father, and you can see or know if someone is a good or a bad father. But have you seen that with Whisper yet? No. So why y'all comment?
What I would say is, you see, people might say Whisper when you're 18, you're an adult. Exactly. At the age of 18, legally, you're an adult, especially in Jamaica. You can vote, you can drink, you can do whatever you want, right? What I'm saying is, though, at the age of 18, you still don't know nothing about life. What's the average age that a child leaves high school? 17? Average age in Jamaica where somebody leaves high school is 17, 18, right? 17 going on to 18, right? If not 18. So that's the average. Average age you leave school in Jamaica is 17, 18. Now when you leave school at 5th form, right? What you know about life? What you know about life as an individual? Leaving school at the average age of 17, 18.
What does this have to do with Whisper?
Answer my question.
No, I'm not going to answer a question about general people. I Whisper we are talking about.
This is
Stop
why
general people in the, you make a comment about Whisper. Whisper we are talking about, so I'm going to just move on to the next topic.
This is why
I talk about Jamaica, the country. When they're here to talk about if a majority of what I am here to talk about Dujan Whisper Richards. It's not a political
I'm not bashing Whisper. I'm saying I will not advocate.
Make a point about the football.
All I'm saying is, Dicanio, I will not advocate for youngsters at the age of 18.
Dujan, we are talking about. What you advocate about Dujan? We have to say about Dujan. We're not talking about a youngster, brother. Dujan whisper it as the show. See, they night title or whatever. Dujan, we are talking.
Ultimately, regards to whisper, the most we can do is you have a lot of other national players who have children when they're teenagers, some have children when them older. And Whisper's a teenager, he's in past that age a long time. So he's off and I think he has very good guidance and leadership around him for the most part. People who have gotten him into this position, I mean, I know. So the most we can do, regardless of any opinion he may have, we just wish him the best on the journey. I hope him continue and him progress on him journey. You know, being a father, hopefully those around him, Leon who have enough experience, Craig who have enough experience can guide him.
Exactly.
Right part, because no matter what your opinion is, I'm already, you know. So we have to wish the youth all the best, all we can do, you know. I mean that's what me have to say on the topic. That's all we can do, you know.
And that may I say, just wish the man best. And if you see him flop or do something you don't agree with, then you can use the platform to come out and say, watch your style. Yeah. Me no rate that way you do, you know. That is not the sign of a good father. Then you can come out and say. But you don't know it, bro. Say that don't come out and just say them things about people if you don't know them, bro. Allow someone to happen first before you make that judgment on someone, brother. That's all I'm trying.
Big up yourself. But what I will say, why Jamaica is a crumbling society and you guys must accept it and admit it is because you telling me that I'm a gelding. Okay, I do not have a child. I do not care. I'm not ready for a child. So whether or not we don't want to use gelding, and Jamaica has this long history of referring to men without children as gelding, and on the force, we don't put bully people for go have picnic, and this is why the society is effed in Jamaica.
And I agree with that.
Crime is riddling the country left, right, and center. Corruption because I say, oh, man, a gelding, go have you, ray. I see them thing, me see them bash alkaline for. Nobody know if alkaline have a youth. Why next man I go business if a man have a youth or not, brother? Women I say, Gunner's boss business if me have a youth or not, you know, but I just the gelding part more just, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
But people, listen.
Today, guys.
Listen, we never get no calls today, to be honest. Because today was a special live stream with Giovanni Brady. And just to wrap it up, I just want Gio shout out him YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, man, Giovanni Brady, J Talk Sports on YouTube and on Instagram. You know, I just want to say as well, last thing I want to just end on a positive note. Because all of we are Reggae Boys fan, all of we are Jamaica fan. So Reggae Boys are trying to qualify for the World Cup, regardless of your thoughts or your opinions, you know. I mean, I want to see people. I don't know if it's something that you guys have mentioned on your platform before, but still want people to go out and support the boys and pan the day in a state, no matter who them play, because this World Cup, I feel like if I forgot this World Cup, so World Cup I keep right there. So enough man have them visa. If you even have a visa, some of the matches go play in Mexico. So you can go Mexico on your Jamaican passport. You not even need a visa. You probably go Mexico on your passport. If Jamaica, they qualify have some game in Mexico. So just go stadium and support the money whenever them play. Them play again in September 6th. Them play again in stadium. And then next year, qualifiers restart again next year. What they have on September 6th is a Nations League. So we just ensure so we go down and support the team so them can qualify, build some momentum, qualify for the World Cup. So all we can link up our World Cup and match. Isn't it?
And yeah, guys, we just want to send take the comment there of it for me. We just want to send over to J Talk Sports. Whole lot want to watch this channel. Let me see how much numbers there right now. Refresh. So far on my channel that is 1.9 thousand of you guys have watched already. So just go ahead and get into 1,000 subscribers. Those of you guys who will be watching the live stream after, once you get to this section, just go ahead, get Gio to 1,000 subscribers, and launch him and blast off. You see me?
Nobody not stress over who's first them. I'm not stress over man. But yeah, head over to Geo Talk Sports and subscribe. Geo worked with the JFF before. If you're up on the JFF Instagram page, you'd have seen Geo around a lot of the times, especially in and around the players making content, right? Especially in training camps. That's where I've kind of predominantly seen Geo in that capacity.
Build positivity around players, you know, and the team. You know? World Cup.
Also, Omo mentioned as well. People, I'm asking you guys once again to stop what you're doing. Just go, Dicanio, just run this to me before.
Right, just go ahead and like the video, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. If you're new here, yeah, man, just go up and get the video out there to a whole lot of people. That's the best way.
Subscribe as well, people.
Yeah, subscribe. The best way to help the channel is to like the video, right?
Yeah,
if you guys are here all the time, it don't make no sense when you not hit the red button. Right? It don't make no sense. Just help us out, because if you're here every week, that means you clearly love the content. So just go ahead right now, hit that fat red subscribe button, smash the notification bell so that you can be notified when we do post videos or we go live. One last thing I want to address though is this comment. O'Neal Williams. Both of you guys are hosts. Stop competing with each other. Guys, we are not competing. Me and Pressa Virgin, bro. So when you see me and Pressa, remove this against my face. When you see me and Pressa go on, me and Pressa go on, you just take that with a pinch of salt, bro. After this, me and Pressa laugh and we are joke, bro. You see me? We just have strong opinions, and most of the times, where him believe in are different from what me believe in. But that means that we are attack each other, we are compete. You see me? That's the nature of the show, and that's the reason why I love the show. We're not going like we don't love it. Because the number shows you don't love it, you know. So that's the nature of the show. It not gonna ever change. We just stay here to be straight and direct. So yeah, man. As I said, just to finish it off, go over to Gio's page and we'll just put it up back on screen again. Hold on one sec. Yeah, and just getting to 1,000 subscribers is a good youth. Him a doing thing. Him a create waves in other place. So yeah, man, just go.
Also, we need 5 more subscribers before we leave. 5 more. You get me? And just to address something else. Yes. So, but just want to say, Joe, respect for forward on the platform. You get me? I say, grateful say forward on. They tell you, we cannot go over it, but Max, if
I'm a good man. Yeah, man, a good man.
Forgive me. You get me? I say.
As I'm telling you, Sunday evening in the car. Sunday evening, Saturday evening, I just want to relax on a Saturday evening. So Sunday evening, mind. And I think you guys tell me you do the show on Friday, but Friday I'm coming from work and thing. Friday I'll cut it close on a Friday. So Sunday
but I'm start work back now, so it's like I'm not available on Friday, so I'll just do it. I'm not work on the weekend.
That thing with me, isn't it? If Friday is close. Yeah.
So we're gonna end it now, people. Gunners boss, everybody. Next show we'll take some phone call. Next show as well, people.
What pressure? What your side?
Arsenal.
Oh, my name support, man. Like him chicken, bro.
My name support?
Yeah.
All right.
You saw what I cook, don't you? I transfer now.
You know, not cook. I have to taste the food first. I can't cooking. I really watch the cooking thing, isn't it? A food pan table look pan, isn't it?
When I get the defeat next season, then you know if I cook. You get me? I say. But if any tough people, I'll give you guys the outro.
It's time to rise up.